Topic of conversation, 5 benefits of owning a smaller home. Oxygen Financial, they take care of you. They'll take care of your money situation. I know both mine and Steve, we have our invested monies with Ted. And
my parents, too.
That's what he does. So,
he got it all.
He does.
This is the information that you're going to give out. You're telling people to buy a smaller house versus a larger house. That's what you want to talk about.
You know what made me think about this is that I was watching HGTV the other night, and they have this show called Tiny Homes.
Oh, my God. Isn't that great? I watched it the other night, too.
Yeah, I mean, these people are building. Now, I'm not recommending that you buy a
it's very trendy
240 square foot home.
Yeah.
What? Oh, these are the ones where the bed, it becomes a couch and everything folds out.
No,
and
these are
cool.
These are it's
like living in a box car.
It is. They're Renault box cars. They're almost like food trucks.
Gotcha.
That they make into houses, and it's the trendiest thing going on right now in real estate.
But they do look like real scaled down homes, and they're comfy inside.
And they use the size, like every square inch of these things that they do. I mean, they have different stories, and like Ted just said, they're like 250 square feet. Really like Hippieville, like Portland and Seattle. That's where they're huge.
Can you raise kids in them?
Yeah, not that many. I mean, there's not that much space in there.
There's not much space at all.
But, you
got to really like the person you live with.
But the point that I started this off, and I've got some financial tips about this. I think everyone dreams about getting a bigger home. But about 40 years ago, the average home in the United States was around 1,400 square feet. Today, in 2015, it's almost double. Okay? And there are families that had, 2, 3, 4 kids that lived in 1,200, 1,400 square foot homes, and they lived just fine. But everyone's dreamed about getting a bigger home, thinking, Jason, that the key is if I have a bigger home, I'm going to be more what? Wealthy.
Yeah.
And the truth is, what I see happening in people's finances every day is the bigger home that they get, the more money that gets piled into that home, not necessarily meaning that they're going to be able to sell it for a lot of cash at the end.
Wow. Some houses have gotten so big, the backyards, my in-laws, I found a room I didn't know existed last week. Had a damn couch and chairs in it. I thought it was a closet door. I just passed it.
Well, don't people buy as big of a house as they possibly can because it's kind of like, look at the size of my penis?
It is an extension of a man junk.
The truth is, the first thing in here is the bigger house you have, the more stuff you have to buy. And you become focused on buying more stuff.
Very true. That's why I hit up the garage sales. There's a new app called 5 Miles app. Have you heard about this?
No.
It's awesome. Like anywhere where you're at within 5 miles, it shows people selling stuff. It shows people selling stuff.
Within 5 miles of where I am, east, south, northwest, the whole deal, where I can buy used stuff.
Somebody was selling brand new razors and deodorant.
Who buys
shaving cream?
Somebody
on this Facebook page that I'm a part of was giving away Menchie's spoons for free that they've collected.
What? Dude, you have gone so south. I'm worried about you. I really am.
I mean, my God. It's what's in people's houses. It's great. But what to Ted's point is people collect things. But over the years, people things get passed down as well. So you got to take that, and people just don't want to get rid of them. They're not so much family heirlooms, but they're like, well, I still have my grandmother's furniture. And I don't use it. I have it in storage. I've taken it with me over the past 10-plus years of everywhere I've moved.
Are you ever planning on using it?
No, but I'm never planning on getting rid of it either. Because it's
I don't want to laugh.
No, well, you shouldn't. Because it's my grandmother's stuff.
And he cares so he loves
Why are you laughing at me? Why? Hold on. No. So why are you laughing at me?
Because you're not ever going to use it. If it was antique or
it's
something
my
like that.
grandmother's stuff. She's dead.
I know she's passed, but I had to get rid of a lot of my dead stuff. You just got to let some of that go.
I don't want to let it go.
Pick one chair.
Where do you keep it?
One chair.
In the closet.
So
closet downstairs, storage area.
How much do you pay for your storage unit?
It's in my house.
Yeah. He charges himself $100 a month.
Well, I didn't know you started. Hey, you can write that off. That's not a bad idea.
So my point is that it gets passed down. People collect stuff.
That may be true, but what I have learned over the years in counseling a lot of people on their finances, that relationships and homes are very similar, right? When you get into a new home, even a big house, even one that's brand new, custom built for you, everything looks beautiful and nice.
Yeah.
Then after a year or two, guess what happens?
What happens?
You start to notice the cracks on the wall.
Yeah.
You start to notice that you don't like the tiling that you put in the bathroom. You start to notice a part of the basement that isn't finished.
You got to fix it.
And this forces you to spend more money. So a bigger house means not only a bigger mortgage, but bigger ongoing costs, right? You start experiencing higher power costs. You have higher gas costs. those kinds of expensive. You have a pool. It costs money to maintain a pool. And so a lot of people think about the value of their house, but not how much it costs you over the lifetime of your house to actually own it, between landscaping, again, utilities and things such as that.
And a lot of times you don't realize this stuff before you move in, like especially, if you buy like a renoed house. I know one guy in particular just bought one, and the numbnuts that built the place, you walk into it and you don't realize that the AC doesn't work properly throughout the house. Then you got to spend more money to go get the duct stuff zoned out.
How much would you say that person might spend for 3 weeks for their AC, their power?
I would probably say close to $500.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
How much did you spend this past 3 weeks?
$500. Would you like to Would you like to know the names of the people I purchased this house from? Mr. and Mrs. Numbnuts.
Okay, so you're a victim.
And they hired Numbnuts to build the damn place.
So you're a victim.
Anyway, sorry.
Bailey is, and I get what you're saying. It's tough for me. I'm a guy that doesn't even want to ding in my car. So if I see crack from settling or anything, I want it fixed. And you're right. It does cost, and it's a pain in the butt, man.
Well, one thing that's interesting with bigger homes is that, some people may disagree with me, but I'm going to tell you this firsthand because I've lived in a lot of nice, upper end neighborhoods.
Chaz.
And this is why I'm giving people this advice:
Ted,
that you know your neighbors
in.
less. I grew up in a townhouse development. The average square foot of the house was 1,000 square feet, but you saw your neighbors come in and out, so you actually get to know them. You have a house that's 7,000 or 8,000 square feet. I guarantee you that you'll hardly ever see or know your neighbors.
Who the hell wants to know their neighbors?
Yeah, that can be a good thing.
I met my neighbor the other day. He talks a lot.
What you talk about?
Stuff.
Nothing, right?
I zoned out.
Yeah.
I want 8,000 square feet so I can be on the other side so I don't have to hear about the stuff.
Yeah.
He's talking about lawnmowers or something. I was like, where's my life at right now?
That's
talking
why
about
you have-
lawnmowers. The guy's like 90 years old.
Have a house with a garage, and what you do is you drive into the garage and close it before you even cut off your car. If you have a driveway where you have to get out, that's when the neighbor can know
I'm
you.
on my way.
Yeah. Pull right in the garage and close it on them. Like, nope, not talking to me.
Hot Tub Time Machine reference.
Now, how about
I
less
loved
to
it.
clean, Jason, right? The ongoing costs in general. Like, you'll see people that have, once you get to about 4,000 square feet, some people less, they start hiring a maid service, right? When you get to that point, you start to say, well, this house is so big, I can't even spend the time to clean it.
Financially, what's better for a guy? Hire a maid service or get married and have your wife clean? Because that's what their job is,
Well, a lot
right?
of people do both. They get married, and then their wife hires a maid service.
I am so not talking now. This is not even funny. This has been a great day up until right now. Right now.
Are you at that crossroads now?
Yeah. I got the maid service I've had for, and they come out every 2 weeks, and they're from Brazil, and I like them.
Amanda and Son?
Yeah. And then I got a wife that currently isn't employed, So she's around the house a lot.
Is she looking for work? It's just hard to find a job out
It's
there.
just hard. Tim, you wouldn't believe how hard it is to find a job when, so.
Go ask the fellas that Nate saw at the Family Value the other day in Little Mexico.
But, sometimes I see Amanda and she helps the maids out. Like she'll, direct them.
She vacuuming while they're doing the laundry?
You're so uncomfortable.
I know. Ted, so tell me, what can a guy do in his 30s and 40s that's looking to get out there? So we don't do a home like an extension of our man stuff anymore. We get a smaller house.
My whole point behind this
gonna
is that
so
a guy is
kill you
out there
later.
that's listening today. Let's say his income is at $75,000 or $80,000, and all of a sudden
That's
he breaks.
good.
Yeah, and all of a sudden he breaks
good
that
income.
six-figure income as a family.
Yeah.
A lot of people try to step up to that bigger house, right? And it starts to squeeze that future income. I call it lifestyle inflation. And if you start expanding your overall lifestyle against your income too fast, then you're not going to be able to save.
So you're not saying buy a smaller house at the expense of being comfortable. You're saying buy a smaller house that fits your family perfectly. No need to have extra space because it's extra expense.
Yeah, and look, at the end of the day, this goes back to saying if I have a 6,000 or 7,000 square feet, everyone's going to think I made it. And Jason, I'm going to tell you firsthand that I know a lot of people that spend $50,000 or $100,000 building out this big basement and bar, and they think they're going to entertain all the time. And guess who's coming over? Nobody. Okay,
Or
once
your
in a blue
son-in-law
moon.
that's 50.
Well, when the cops come to my house and ask why Caleb sleeps outside, I'm going to say Ted Jenkin with Oxygen Financial told me to downsize, and we didn't have a bedroom for him.
Boxcar Bailey.
Hey, those two-man tents will work well. So.
All right, Ted.
That's good. That's good sound advice, though. I like it because I was thinking
Absolutely.
big house,
All right. How can people find you there, Mr. Ted?
Hey, look, if you're looking to save money, especially now starting to think about taxes as the year rolls along, or saving money as the kids go back to school, go to oxygenfinancial.net. Set up a free consultation with us, and we'll take